Wow.
Like I gotta get on there one day to do lives, but there's a lot of nastiness on there too, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's men trying to pick up women.
Yeah. All right, we're going live.
Okay.
Okay. Interesting that I can't see my...
We're actually live now. Okay. Hello, beautiful souls. How are you? We are officially back, so we're just waiting for Steve to join and everybody else to join us. And I'm just getting my computer ready so I can see any of the questions that come up. I hope you are all having a wonderful week and everybody is not stressed in any way. So, okay, we welcome everybody on. And Steve, when you're ready to jump on, you can jump
All right. Let me find you. There you are.
Let's take a look. Hi, Melinda. Okay.
Hi, Melinda.
So I'm making sure my volume is up, and I'm just hoping we're not having any difficulties today with any volume or anything like that. Okay, perfect. Steve, hi, Melinda. All right. There we go. Hearts back to you. Hi, Jane. How are you? Hi, Anna. There's Steve.
Hello, hello. Okay, so people on my Instagram, can you see my video? Because it looks like it's a black screen at the moment. So hang on.
You know what? Now I don't think it is. Maybe we need Adam to tell us. I think Adam sent something. I am getting an echo though.
Okay, hold on. Oh, okay. Now you probably don't have an echo?
So let's just give us all a minute to get situated here. And I cannot see any videos here. Let's reload this page. Alder Sherwood. Melinda. What does Alder Sherwood mean? Hi, Lorraine. How are you?
Yeah, it's funny. Thanks for letting me know.
Actually, can't hear you, Steve.
Oh, you can't hear me?
Not at all. No. And I've got my volume pretty high.
Okay, what about now? Can you hear me now?
So I'm just going to bring this down for a second. That way I can see any questions. I tagged her in case she wanted to join. Wonderful. Thank you. Very lovely. Thank you.
Rose, can you hear me?
Okay. Still can't hear you. You're having some difficulties on your side there. You know what the beautiful part about it? So if you can hear me, you know, I get messages behind the scenes. When are you both coming back on? And it's so nice to see that each time. So thank you very much, each and every one who embraces us that comes on every week to bring some live readings to each and every one of you. We try our best to move around the panel as much as I hear you now, I think. But I'm on echo.
Okay, hold on. Let me get my headset.
Okay. So I just want to say thank you to everybody that joins us weekly and looks forward to seeing us on the weekly panel, lives. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got some serious echo going on in my ear.
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
You don't want me to start singing Echo Beach far away. Hi, Madeline. How are you, lovely?
Okay, how's that?
Let's see. No, I'm still getting echo. And that will disturb me while I'm reading.
Hold on. Better?
Let's see. Let's take a look. No.
What is going on tonight?
Thank you. We really enjoy it too, Melinda. Thank you. Yeah, it's just constant, very loud echo in my ear. Hi, Cheyenne. How are you?
Hold on. Let's see here.
That's another thing also, people that's on the panel, you know, I get messages checking in on me. Thank you. I just want to say thank you to each and every one. You know, it's so lovely just to see a message and to see, how are you doing, Rose? So thank you. Thank you for caring.
Is that better, Rose?
That is much better. Zero echo. We are ready to start. Yay.
Okay, everyone. I have to apologize. I'm not sure. My Instagram, I hope the video is live. I hope you can see it. And I hope you can hear me. My computer's actually crashed, so I'm using my iPad to do this. So let me know if you can hear and see me on Instagram. Thank you.
I tell you, one thing you've got, you're definitely tech savvy, because I couldn't do this on my iPad. It looks like I'm all set up on this side with a computer and my phone, but really behind the scenes, it takes time, everybody. Everybody knows me. So let's take a look. All right. So Steve, are you situated? You're ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Okay, perfect. So I want to mention, if anybody would like to come on the camera with us, you are more than welcome to join. Please don't be shy. We're looking for some faces right on the camera so we can give just a personal, direct, one-on-one message. So feel free, if you want to join, just say, I want to join, and I'd love to get you on the panel. All right. Okay, so we're going to start. I'm going to kind of scroll back up a little bit, and we are going to start with the first one. So, and if there's new ones that come on, I'm definitely going to allow them to have a chance to have a reading. Well, a mini reading, of course. Okay, let's start. Go ahead.
Should we do our disclaimer first?
Yes, please. That's yours. That's all yours. Go ahead.
All right. So just so everyone knows, our quick little disclaimer is what we do tonight is not to replace any kind of medical advice or legal advice. And we typically tend to stay away from those type of questions. And again, this is for arts and entertainment purposes only.
Wonderful. Thank you. I love it. Okay, so, and you know, it always happens. Even the disclaimer goes out. It's like, oh, I've got a health issue. So let's try to kind of stay away from that, everybody. Let's have some fun. We love being here, and we love having your energy join us. So let's have some fun with it. Okay, so I want to talk about, we're going to come to Jane, but Jane, give me 1 minute, because there's one that came through that's new on the panel, and that's Madeline. So hi, Madeline. It's nice to see you on the panel. So thanks for joining us. And Madeline is asking, what is in store for me, Rose? So I'm going to add Steve on there too, because we both are doing the cards together. So, and that would be from Madeline. Let's take a look. I feel like I want to pull that first card out, which is telling me to do that. So let's take a look. Wow, it's kind of interesting. 3 balance cards right at the end, all together. Okay, so Madeline, I feel like I want to say something to you, and it's almost like something that maybe perhaps you're wanting to pursue, or you're in works of pursuing. That means something that maybe you're more connected to, more passionate about. And I feel like something more bringing extra finances in. So I do see a new opportunity. I do feel the opportunity is connected to something that awakens your soul and awakens you in a sense where you feel very giddyish about, in a good way. That means like very, I've always wanted this. So this is something that I feel like it is in works, or it is just slightly in around the corner coming in with a beautiful victory. So it's almost like what the message here from the guides and the angels are saying to Don't be afraid. Step out of that comfort zone, move forward, and just embrace the amount of joy that's going to come from this new path. Having said that, there is going to be some new challenges that comes along with it, but don't be afraid. Just believe in yourself that you can do this. And at the same time, just kind of lay back, relax, balance everything, and everything will be in divine order for you. So I'm going to pass it to Steve. Go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah. So I've got 3 cards that popped out for Madeline. And at the very beginning, you've got the 3 of Swords indicating a little bit of troubled waters happening here. So there's a little bit of heartache or truth being discovered that can cause some pain and sorrow. But then you start to move into exactly what Rose just said. You move into the beginning of new ideas. Where are we here? New ideas. Okay, so the Page of Wands. So something new, something that's going to spark your interest, your creativity is going to come out. And then from there, you're going to have a decision again to make regarding that creativity to push you forward. And it could be, you know, it could be either travel or something to do with a car, the globe. And it could also mean that you feel like whatever the creativity is coming out of you is actually, you feel like you've got the world in your hands. So you've got that courage and that passion and that confidence. Okay, so that's what's coming out. But first, you're going to have to go through a little bit of a rough patch.
Yes, exactly. And that's the, you know what came up quite similar, but not exact card, the Moon card. And this is where I felt like there's going to be some kind of maybe black and white. So you have to really be cautious in the way you're navigating your way through this. So I hope that resonates with you. If you could just send us a message back, that would be wonderful. And we appreciate it. And thank you for allowing us to read you. Thank you.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. I've got one on my side. Mix colors with me. So please read for me. I have a question in my mind and I want an answer. Thanks. Okay, mixed colors. Can you ask your question so we can get more clarification?
So is it just basically he's looking for us to mind read of, is it a him or is it a her? I
don't know, to be quite honest.
What was the question? What was his question or her question?
Please read for me. I have a question in my mind and I want an answer. Thanks.
Oh, that's quite interesting. So I feel like this person, I'm going to say this. I know that it'd be nice to have that question, but I feel like this person is overthinking that question too much. And I feel like what's happening is there's a lot of outside interference that's not allowing you to have the clarity that you need to make the choice and that decision. And it's quite drastic decisions, quite a big choice and a decision that you are making because the Justice card is here. Having said that, this choice that you are going to make, I feel like what they want to say is follow your heart. Your intuition's already telling you exactly what you need to do. But I feel like you're getting a lot of outside interference, a lot of chatter, and this is not giving you the clarity that you need to listen to your inner intuition. So I feel like the answer is coming to a very positive, and it's going to be a great outcome because you're going to listen to yourself, stand still, quiet your mind, and move forward with it. So I hope that answers your question because I feel like this Justice card is going to be a good outcome. Once you do it with your loving intent from your heart, don't do it without anything but love. So I hope it can is it True Colors? Is that what they
mixed colors with me?
Mixed colors with me. Could you understand that? I'd like to know if it's male, female, so that way I could refer, but that's okay.
Mixed colors with me. You are so right. Thank you. Mixed colors, do you have a name that you'd like to share with us? Anything like that?
And if not, that's okay too. But I'm glad that message resonated. But just so we know,
female.
Wonderful. Okay, that's perfect. Thank you very much. I love the name. I love the Instagram name.
Oh, beautiful name. Her name is Luma.
Thank you so much, Luma, and much blessings to the choice that you make. I feel like you'll make the right decision. Okay. Thank you for allowing us to read you. Thank you.
Perfect.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's quite interesting. So I just want to kind of recap something because Britt is now saying, sending in the message to Madeline saying, Madeline, they did awesome. I got goosebumps on yours. So I feel like the message that we delivered for Madeline really resonated with her. And I feel like who knows her very well that's on this panel, Britt. I feel like she is just giving that extra validation. So thank you very much to both of you. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Okay. Should I go next on my side?
Yep. Yeah, it's on your side. Yep.
Okay, beautiful. So let's go back to Jane. And I feel like Jane's just asking a question. Let's take a look. Where's Jane? Where are we? Hi, Lorraine. How are you? And yes, Spirit always plays. They do silly things. Let's take a look. Let's take a Jane. What are the cards wanting me to know about my future? Well, if it's anything to do with going on a European trip, please don't forget me and Steve, okay? Thank you. We'll pack our bags. We'll be ready.
Trust me, my suitcase is already packed. Let's go.
All right, Jane. If you're there, just say I'm here so we don't talk to Spirit instead. Let's take a look. All right. One thing I do receive, Jane, and may I, Steve?
Yep.
Okay, so I am receiving one message, and that is, it's almost like Jane is looking to, thanks, Jane. It's okay, perfect. I feel like you're shifting the energy in what you're doing in your career. So it's almost like you're taking it to the next step or a higher level. Because I feel like now it's your time to explore and expand even more than what you are currently doing and what you have been doing in the past. What it's saying to me is you're working really, really hard at this. So I feel like all the time, I'm not saying taking away from family, but all this precious, beautiful time of your gift, you are now nourishing it even further and much more because you're seeing a bigger picture from what you've started to where you are today to where you are going. So I feel like this is going to be a really nonstop, ongoing journey for you because the Wheel of Fortune is there. I feel like you're coming up with very creative ideas. So you're stepping out of even a zone, a different kind of zone of what you'd normally, a comfort zone, what you'd normally be thinking of doing. And I feel like your intuition is going boom, like it's literally sparking light, and it's giving you this much more motivation. Your passion, your Ace of Wands and Queen of Cups, just phenomenal. I mean, wow. You've got a beautiful opportunity around the corner, and I feel like this is something that you might be working with somebody that's going to help you excel or move you to another level of something else. Of course, talking about this career. And it's almost like sometimes you receive disappointments from people, but at the same time, it doesn't stop you. You still keep going. You're like fire, and a good fire, Jane. So I feel like some big projects on its way up, not only just the opportunity, but a project. So something is going to be bigger than you imagined. So I'm going to pass it to Steve. Thank you.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right about the career because I've got the Knight of Pentacles that showed up the very first
Beautiful.
card. So to me, this is indicating that, you know what, you're on stable ground when it comes to your career. You've worked hard at it and it's progressing forward. It might be a little bit slow, okay, because this Knight here is one of the slowest Knights to move forward, but it's in a good direction. And the next card you've got is Justice. Okay, so to me, what that's showing is somewhere along the lines of your job, you feel like things are fair, or you're going to make them fair. You're able to speak out to ensure that no one's taken advantage of and no one's blindsided. And that comes again with the Empress showing to me that you're like the motherly figure, okay, in a sense. You've got a very caring heart. You're very protective of maybe even your career or your team or your coworkers. So I think the things that are going, moving forward into the future, you're going to have a lot of fair stuff going on, and you're going to be somewhat of a leader, of a mother figure that people see for you.
Very beautiful. Thanks, Steve. That's beautifully delivered. So Jane, she is saying, wow, thank you. It's progressing about my writing. So that's great. And I'm sure she's going to add on more for Steve as well. So thank you, Jane. And thank you for allowing us to read you. There's a funny comment. I must comment because I know Madeline. Madeline, you can bring the hot tub to Caledon. So you know what I'm talking about. And you all come here. I'll get my bikini on, sure.
Okay, I've got Lily Scar. Hi guys.
Oh.
My question is if there is any message for me from beyond, please.
Okay, hold on to that. We're going to skip and keep going to tarot. So Lily Scar, I've got your personal right now until I get through these messages that are coming through for the tarots, then I will feel spirit come through. I will be delivering, but I will not be doing one-on-ones. I will be delivering a spirit, so stay tuned tonight.
Stay tuned, Lily.
Stay tuned.
Okay.
I keep hearing the name Maria, Maria, Maria from the other side. So I feel like I'm hearing Maria, and I feel like this is a motherly grandmother. So we're gonna keep going into the tarot. If anybody can connect to a motherly grandmother, and I feel like she's approximately maybe about 5'4", 5'5", European descent. I feel I can't say if it's Italy or in the other side of, like, for example, Germany, but given her complexion, I feel like it's more European. Dark hair, a little bit puffy, and bigger body. So the letter M stands out, which the name Maria. Can't say it belongs to the spirit, but I can say that she keeps saying Maria, Maria. So I'm not sure if it applies to her or somebody that is maybe on the panel. So we're going to keep going. And if there's anybody that connects that spirit, you are going to be getting a personal reading from me, one-on-one. Okay, so we're going to move on to tarots now. You're welcome, Andrea.
I think it's your side, Rose, and then I've got one on my side for Johan.
Okay, so am I supposed to choose from my side?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, great. Thank you. Hi, Elaine. How are you? Okay. Let's take a look here. Lorraine Elizabeth. Is there any messages? Sorry, my apologies. Are there any messages from my angels? Don't you just love angels?
Well, I found out who my guardian angel is last night.
Yes, you did. I'm telling you, and what a beautiful, profound name. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Just love it. Okay, this is for Lorraine. What do the angels want Lorraine to know? Sometimes it's almost like you want to change the cards to the angelic oracle cards.
Yeah, and I do have them, but...
Yeah, I do, but I'd have to get up and everyone's going to see probably the backside of me. And I promise
better yours than mine.
Thanks God I ain't wearing pajamas behind the scene, everybody. All right. Did you want to go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's Lorraine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, messages that I'm getting. I feel like... Okay. Do you know Lorraine, by the way?
I do.
Okay. So I've got 3 cards. First one is the King of Pentacles, okay? Indicating to me that when it comes to finances, you could be in the okay situation. I'm not sure if it's you or potentially a spouse or someone very close to you, related to you. You guys are okay financially, okay? So someone's been through it all, working hard career, is now at the point where they're kind of settled and they're kind of laid back and enjoying their fruits of their labor, so to speak. Okay. And then I go next is the Five of Cups. Oops. The Five of Cups really, it's a very much an in-between state card where you almost don't know how you're feeling. You're feeling somewhat of at a loss, and sometimes you don't. It's like that 50-50 split. It's always an up and down roller coaster. So emotionally, you could be disconnected right now, maybe from either your other half or yourself. And then what shows up right after that is the Knight of Cups. So that's very interesting. So the Knight of Cups is your knight in shining armor, basically. So someone's going to come along and just kind of steal your heart. And that could not necessarily mean someone new. It could mean if you're in a current relationship, what it could mean is that
You're on mute.
yeah.
There we are. There you are.
Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What it means is that sorry, I was getting a call, that's why it interrupted me. What it means is that if you're in a relationship right now, that spark could be reintroduced. Okay. So that's what it means. So I think, financially is one thing.
I think
and
you
then
muted me.
Yeah. Okay. I think it was automatic. There we go. Is that better? Yeah, the call muted me by accident. So sorry. Quick recap. Financially, you're okay in an okay situation. You might feel a little disconnected from yourself or your partner right now, but something is going to reignite that spark. Okay, in the very near future.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Because you know what's sitting on my board? The first three set, which is the first, not the other second and third set. King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, facing the Four of Pentacles. And you were talking about the financials of, I feel like there is a stability between the two. They're both working together as best as they can to upkeep the finances, also to upkeep whatever it is of their living. Having said that, I am going to agree with what you were saying as far as something to do with a little bit of a shift in the energy.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like in the partner energy. But I feel like it's going to change. It's going to shift. I feel like something new in the I would say about good maybe telling me about maybe third, fourth quarter. That means something is going to be changing and something's going to be coming into a new, happier home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hence going from the Five of Cups to the Knight of Cups.
Yeah. At the same time, I feel like also it might be something to do with Lorraine that's kind of holding back a little bit. But at the same time, I feel like she's more career driven. So she's more focused on moving forward and building much more for herself. Can you understand this, Lorraine, if you are with us? There's more messages for her though, but I'm not going to be staying on this part of it. But it's not finished.
No.
I feel like I don't want to just cut like that, but we've got to keep moving on the panel. So Lorraine, if you're there, okay, perfect. I feel like there's so much more though for you, and I just can't keep the whole panel going because we're on for a very short time. At the same time, maybe just, you know what, catch us on the next one, okay? Because there's more for you.
Yeah.
So thank you for validating that, Lorraine. Much blessings to you, and I feel like everything is going to be in a very positive way for you within the third and fourth quarter. And I'm getting echoed again.
Oh,
it ain't spirit talking in my ear, I promise. It's not. Hi, June. Okay. June is saying hello to both of us. Hi,
hello, June.
How are you?
All right, we'll go on my side here, and I have Johan. Hey, you guys are amazing. Thank you. May I ask if there is anything happening for me at work this year?
Johan.
Okay. Yes.
Perfect. In the meantime, Lorraine says perfect. Thank you to both. And amen back to you, Lorraine. Thank you for allowing us to read. Hello, Adam. Have to send you kisses. How are you? Adam is on my Facebook this time. Am I right?
Good.
That's
Good.
it. Yeah, never mind. He should be on mine. Supporting this side. Heaven on earth. Come on, Adam. It's all a joke, everybody. This is all in the family, all of us.
Well, guess who called me to block my mic?
Adam.
Yep.
And then that's why he jumped on mine. But you know what? Rogers was calling through. They were calling me like 5 times a day. It's just honestly. Thanks, Adam, for joining us. And hello, beautiful soul, back to you. We're all going to go out
Okay,
again. I
so-
was talking about you guys today. We got to go out.
Yes.
Okay.
So this one is for Johan.
Johan. That is a very lovely name, Johan.
Very nice individual.
Yeah. Ooh, something is on the horizon for Johan. So can I just ask the question? What was his question again? Because this is very interesting, these cards.
Yeah. If there is anything happening for me at work this year.
Oh, wow. Would you like me to start?
Yes, please.
I absolutely love what I'm seeing, Johan. So it's actually, there's going to be something new. And I feel like this might even be, I can't say if it's a career change or something of a higher position. So I do feel that there's going to be a very, very blessed opportunity with new beginnings. So I kind of feel like you are going to be stepping out of where you're at and going into something. It could be in the same trade lane of what you're doing, or it could be into something new or incorporating something new into what it is that you are currently doing. So I feel like this is going to be a really, really new opportunity. Having said that, at the same time, don't lose sight of it, because I feel like maybe at times you might get a little bit scattered in your thoughts and maybe worrisome. So just kind of take a deep breath and just believe in yourself and believe that the light is guiding you to where you need to be. So don't be afraid. I feel like this is what the guides want to say to you. Don't be afraid to make that change and that shift. It's very important to trust it and to surrender and to believe in yourself. Having said that, it's going to be not only this new journey for you, but I promise one thing, I do see this, is that you're going to work really, really hard, and it's going to escalate you to another level of something in your life. This will be your new year, and I feel like this will be in fall time to the winter time. So hang in there.
Yep. So my cards are actually very different, but I can interpret them almost the same way as yours. So the first card I've got is the Four of Cups, meaning, you know, if it's relating to your current job and your current situation, you might feel a little bit discouraged. Okay, so you might feel like there's something missing and you're doing some kind of contemplation. The next card I got is the Moon. The Moon indicating to me, you know what? There's okay, so the Moon means a couple things: intuition, but also deception at the same time. So I feel like you're going to lift the veil off of whatever is going on to find out that there is something not so nice. Okay, because the next card I got is the Devil. So the Devil basically is somebody who can manipulate. It's like a puppet master in a sense. Okay, so I'm going to echo what Rose is saying. What I'm seeing here is there's going to be a little bit of a difficult period for you going on. You're going to see something that, you know what? You're like, oh crap, I see that now. And you're going to see that it's not so friendly. Okay, you've got the puppet master behind you and you're going to make a switch. There's going to be a change coming. But again, timing wise, not right now. I'm going to say towards the end of the year. I don't know if you mentioned timing or not.
I did. It was going into the fall and the winter time.
Yeah.
You know, it makes sense to what you're saying, though. And the thing is, you know what? Every reader reads differently, even though I have to say Steve and I are pretty much in sync with our readings together in what we come forward. But it's always nice to have that little bit of a shift, too. So I do understand what you're saying with the Devil card. Do you remember when I was saying, so this something new, transition of something new?
Yeah.
I didn't see anything in the past that could create that, but it's great because additional insight and intuitiveness brings something for him to be more aware of. So beautiful. I love it.
Johan, let us know if that resonates with you, if that makes any sense, what we just mentioned.
Yeah. Thank you, Johan. Thank you for allowing us to read you tonight. I'd love to hear your feedback. Interesting. I love that because sometimes, you know what, if a card doesn't fall out, you're uncertain of that one little bit of a thing, but it makes a big, big difference.
Yeah.
So thank you for that, Steve.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a look. So your hand's on your side. Let's take a look. And I don't know if I'm seeing anybody else on this part of the board. Hello, Cheyenne. Hello. I don't see any other questions on my side just yet.
Okay, so Johan validated. He said it totally does. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Johan. Thank you.
I do have a question from Josie.
Yes, absolutely. Please.
Okay. I have property overseas. Is it worth restoring, renovating it?
Okay, let's take a look at that. Melinda, my apologies because I'm working from a small. I will come to you next for Steve and I to read you a message from your angels or guides. And that's Josie. Hi, Josie. Actually, Josie will be with me on Sunday.
Nice.
Yes, I always have to have somebody. I'll be in Collingwood this Sunday on the event, so I will be there. I'll be able to make that one now.
Oh,
And
interesting.
you always need somebody at that front desk, so remember that. That's it. That's where Adam is hired very quickly. without him knowing.
Please take them.
Yeah, gladly, no problem. You can take Josie. All right, let's take a look. You know what? Do you want me to start, or you want to start? Because I see you looking at yours.
Yeah, I feel like, okay, so if you're going to say yes or no, Josie, is it worth renovating? I'm going to say more on the no side. And so let me explain. So the first card that came up, the first two cards have already come up in another reading tonight. So I think these cards are really trying to tell the general collective that number one, you people have a decision to make, okay? And I think they know what the decision is because she's holding the one rod, okay, and the other rod is away. So she knows what it is. She's looking into the future, but she's not acting on it yet, okay? And then you've got the Page of Wands. Again, something about new creativity. So Josie, this is really talking about your renovations 100%. There's no doubt about it. Both of these cards are about passion and creativity. But then right after that, the last card is the Five of Swords, causing mental anguish here. Okay. The Five of Swords is really, it's one of those cards where, again, you're in the middle. It's a 50-50 split. And you're more, it's going to be like more frustrating, more battles to try to get this done. And I think it's simply because you're here and you've got people overseas working on things, and there's going to be a barrier there. So yeah, you might want to expand on what you've got, Rose.
I feel like there is a great positivity to it, as far as what it looks to be and what it presents itself to be. So I do feel that there is potential to make something from this beautiful property. Having said that, the Queen of Cups is turning away from the actual opportunity. So I feel like, Josie, it's not about just envisioning it with your eyes. I feel like it's more about envisioning it with your heart. And I don't feel at this moment you have the direction and the understanding of what it's going to take to bring this to where it needs to be. So I feel like there's a disconnect between the mind and the heart. The heart speaks, the mind thinks differently. The mind speaks, the heart thinks differently. So there's a bit of a disconnect. Not saying it's a negative or a bad one. It's just simply saying you need to walk the journey from the beginning to the end to see this in a proper manner. Having said that, Nine of Wands, that becomes a bit of a situation now. So now you're going to be getting into this. It's almost like not a war zone, but getting into something that you're going to be a lot of obstacles. The obstacles of things that you can't see because the Two of Wands is covered. Having said that, there is somebody, I do feel, a male that is on that other side in the European part is looking at this whole thing as finances and money. So I feel like there's going to be somebody that's going to be kind of, I wouldn't say battling against you, but challenging you. That's the best word. So is it worth it? Yes, it is worth it if you are really willing to connect the mind and heart together with it and walk the journey to make things happen from it. But remember, there's going to be barriers, there's going to be obstacles, just like Steve said as well. So that's, hopefully that helps, Josie. So thank you for that. Thank you for allowing us to read you. And I hope that gives you more clarity. I feel like once you balance and synchronize the mind and the heart, I feel like your decision will be made. And I see 1 month still trying to figure it out, but after this 1 month, I see you're going to have green light in making that choice. Okay. So thanks, Josie.
All right, on your side.
Okay. We're going to go back now because we have missed Melinda. So let's give Melinda a message from the guides and the angels, please. Let's take a look. I can only go so far back on my... Let's take a look. Okay. Okay, so what does her spirit guide want her to know?
And this is Melinda.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, Melinda. You're very welcome. Who's saying thank you to me? Thank you. Oh, thank you, Melinda. Thank you. My apologies. It's hard when I'm looking at a small screen and I see our faces in there, me and Steve. All right. Melinda's spirit. Oh, interesting. If you want to go first, up to you, Steve.
Okay. Okay. So interesting on my side too. So I'm
wondering if we're going to be in sync on this one. Let's take a look. Go ahead.
Okay. So I always typically pull 3 cards. Okay. 2 kings to start off with. Okay. So I've got the King of Pentacles. Again, this card has come up several times. Okay. So the King of Pentacles really is about financial. Like I said before earlier in another reading, it really is, it talks about financial success in the sense of you're now at the point where you're going to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Okay. Then comes the King of Wands, indicating that, you know what? You are also very creative. You're sitting on that throne, whether it's the King of Pentacles or the King of Wands, you've mastered what you need to master. Okay. And both kings, they're very regal, but at the same time, they're not going to take any kind of bullshit. Okay. But then after that, you've got the 7 of Cups, meaning that there's a decision to be made. And Cups is usually an emotional thing. So you've got 3 different suits here out of 4 in the deck. Okay, so it's quite interesting that you pulled almost one of each suits. What to me, what it's trying to tell me is that you're very settled in these areas of your life when it comes to finances and creativity and passion, but there's something missing, or there's going to be a lot of emotional things coming up where you need to decide how you want to move forward. So I hope that makes sense. Okay. How about you, Rose?
That's very interesting because you're on the actual career standpoint, the finances, the movement of what she's going to be coming up against, which she's going to do really well. But I'm all more in the love. So she's getting 2 in 1 here. Okay, so I feel like right now she's hanging on. She's hanging on to a male, a male that she's constantly thinking about, and she's just not letting him go. I feel like there is some love there from him, but I feel like there's a lot of battle and struggles within herself because I feel like there's a lot of pain that's coming along with this. Okay, so the 3 of Swords is saying to me at this moment, it's almost like you need to kind of step back because now I look at the 4 of Cups. So just step back and take time out from that specific male in the love department. And I feel like she's going to be taking this time within the next, maybe I would say a good 4 or 5 months. She's going to be focused more on her career. Having said that, somebody new is going to be coming into her space. So I feel like she's going to meet somebody along her travels of something. And the Lover's card, the Temperance, and the World is something that's going to bring this beautiful unity together between her and this new person that's going to be passing through. And it's going to be least expected, Melinda. So I feel like this gentleman in the past, he's still going to be around. So I don't see him coming in full time at this moment, but I do see somebody new coming in.
Yeah,
Okay.
and she needs to make that decision. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Very interesting. So it's great. She got 2 in 1, Melinda. So you see what happens when you wait? You end up getting the 2 in 1. Smart move. She's going to come on late next time or make sure I miss the message.
All right.
Okay. On your side now?
Yeah, I've got Anna Diaz, Art of Healing. I have 2 questions. First is, should I stay in the relationship I have? And the second one is, Canada or Mexico for professional success? Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, so we typically like to deal with 1 question at a time because it can get convoluted in the cards. Now, I feel like you've got something you want to say because I can see it in your face. So go ahead, Rose.
I'm not going to pull cards. Immediately, I feel like the guides are just saying Canada. I don't know why. But I have to go with according to what is being spoken to me. So the guides are saying Canada. So I feel like if this is to do with a career based on what you're asking, I feel like this is within a 1 year span of something. Within that 1 year, something's going to be really opening up for you. And I feel like the choice of the decision, I should say, that you're going to make is probably going to keep you grounded at this point here in Canada. As far as Mexico, it's not something that's closed, but I don't feel that's the first run, if that makes sense. Okay, and then the other question was, should she stay in the relationship?
Yeah.
All right, do you want to take that one?
Yeah. I've got 1 card that comes out, but I need more clarification. So let's see what else is going to...
In the meantime, I'm just going to say thank you to Melinda from both of us again. Thank you, Melinda. Oh. Interesting what comes up here.
Yeah, like I feel like my cards are building a story and I'm still missing another piece here.
Okay, take your time.
Okay, Do you want to go ahead on this one? And then
Oh,
I'll
okay.
follow suit.
Absolutely. Okay. So currently, her name is once again? Sorry,
Anna Diaz. Yes.
Okay. So I currently feel what's happening with her is she's feeling very stuck in the relationship. Period. Relationship, marriage, however it is. I feel like that she's okay. This is going to sound a little bit bizarre, but I'm going to say this anyway because you're asking the question live. I feel like you're also creating your own situation you're not seeing things for also what it is, meaning that um, anxiety, you're creating unnecessary anxiety. Not saying that things are not happening, Anna, but I feel like if you just quiet the mind, I feel like your mind is racing with things, trying to figure out things. There is a lot of struggles between the two of you. There is a lot of sadness, but I feel like you're carrying. But I do feel that this man is a very good provider, and I also feel that there is a lot of love from him to you. And I feel like, can you just validate one thing is you guys are in the same home together? Yes? You live together? Because I'm seeing the living and the finances together.
Anna, so far, okay. That's okay, healing. Thank you. Thank you so much for your light energy and guidance. Makes sense. We are. She said we are.
Okay, perfect. So, Anna, I'm going to say this, and I'm not going to hold back in saying what I'm going to say. I feel like this marriage, and I'm going to call it a marriage, regardless if it's relationship, marriage. I feel like this marriage is worth moving forward together. I really do. I don't feel that, I don't see a separation. I really don't. I do see a lot of heartache from you. I do see a lot of anxiety from you, maybe nerves, maybe things that you're taking on that you shouldn't. And at times feeling very, what do I do? Because you're missing something I feel also inside of you that can radiate the light that makes you feel where you need to be. So don't just focus on that part, focus on yourself, lovely. So that way it's almost like it shifts everything in this whole energetic field between you and your husband. But I'm going to say this, I do feel this marriage is worth moving forward, even if it needs counseling, it's worth it. Okay.
Okay, and it's interesting because I'm going to somewhat echo what you said. The first card that came up was the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like your spouse, yeah. See, there you go.
Yeah.
So your spouse is really, I think, is the provider here, right? Is very much a good fortune card. And then what I'm seeing, the next two cards is really about you. So what I'm seeing is you've got the Page of Swords here, and I feel like you need to kind of somewhat go in a in a self-discovery mode, right? And I'm looking at this lady here, and she's reading a book. So I feel like you need to get to know yourself. You maybe need to start a new path for yourself. And then I've got the Fool, meaning you need to start a new journey, right? But not necessarily a new relationship. This is, you need to find yourself, this journey, but the relationship is a keeper.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Steve. And I hope sometimes, when it's not something that, anybody should make a decision for somebody. But having said that, I feel like, what, this guidance can really change things around and, better things and spark things up. And maybe, what, a lot of marriages need some attention and needs help. So never feel you're alone, because I feel like pretty much 75% of the world has difficulties and challenges with a relationship. We're all so different, but yet I also say, and I was driving home today, I don't know what it is. Sometimes I feel like everybody who has someone that loves somebody is in search of something else, and they don't really know what they're in search of. So and we're not saying specifically you, Anna, I'm just saying in general. That was my conversation on the way home. So take time to rekindle that love. And, you know, a lot of forgiving at times too. And I think we all go through that. But I feel like the love is still there between the two, you and your husband. You're just not able to see it because you're kind of feeling a little numb towards it. But I feel like King of Cups is there, and I feel like that love is there. Even if he
Yeah.
could be, even if he could be goofy at times. How's that? You know what I mean? And maybe silly and doing things not that to your preference or to your liking, but nobody's perfect. Okay.
Yeah. So Anna says, so accurate. Thank you so much. Wow, you both are a blessing. Thanks. You're very welcome. Thanks
Very
for
welcome,
asking.
Anna. Thank you very, very much, lovely. I think we are done from heaven on earth side here. And Melinda, you're very, very welcome. Thank you from both of us again. She's saying thank you to both. So I think we're done from here on this side. And oh, wait a second. Oh, wait, no, June. Hi, Rose. Big appointment tomorrow. Good news? Question mark. That will be our last one from my side. Thank you,
Okay.
June. I was just, you know what? I'm sorry I didn't even see it. So let's take a look. And this needs a really good attention, please, to this
Yeah.
one. Thank you. All right, June. I won't even go into a story because I like to hear, even though I'm hearing in the clear audience what they are saying. And let's enhance it. Let's take a look. Please tell me that.
Okay. So I've got 6 cards that flew out, June. So bear with me here.
Interesting. There's something in favor for a male. I'm going to say this in favor for the male. Do you want me to start?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like there's going to be, okay, best way to say it, is this something new that is part of this appointment? Is there going to be something new that's going to kind of be brought to the front play? Because this is quite interesting. It's kind of like something what I'm feeling is a new learning of something new, a new teaching of something to do with that situation. And I feel like you're kind of fearing a little bit. You're kind of feeling, you know what, if we do this, is this going to really, really work to whatever it is? Is it going to make that shift and that change? Having said that, I feel like you're carrying this real heaviness of fear, but yet staying strong at the same time as that fear. And I understand why. So I'm not going to say it why on line today, but I feel like the Fool card is there. So it's almost like don't fear and just take that leap of faith, because I feel like you're standing beside someone that is needing this situation, this appointment for this person tomorrow. Don't look back of the what ifs. Forget the past now. Forget it, because there's going to be something new that's coming in that's going to make something shift in a very good way for this King of Cups, and that's a male. So the answer is there's good news coming tomorrow in tomorrow's appointment. I'll pass it over to Steve. So
Yeah.
stay positive.
And I agree. I start off with a judgment card. Okay. So indicating like there's, judgment is the word judgment. Okay. But it also means awakening. Okay. Like you can see the spirit awakening from the body. And then the next 4 cards is basically telling me that there's good news that's coming out tomorrow from this appointment. There's some kind of recognition, some kind of victory. You're looking into the future. And then I've got the 10 of Swords. So there's a little bit of fear going on there, just like Rose mentioned. So it seems like after this appointment, you have some decisions to make. There's good news going on, but there's some kind of fear. You've got a fear within you, and I'm sure it's very valid. Okay. I apologize for the light shutting off. But the last card I have is the Lovers, and the Lovers is a fantastic card. Okay. So it really is about happiness and partnership. And I don't know if there's someone there in your life that's going to maybe help you through this. And you're going to see that working together with the two of you. But it's definitely all in all, positive outcome. Just get over that fear.
Yeah, it's almost like, thanks, Steve. It's
Yeah.
almost like the you know, when we have the blinders on because we can't see, you know, the real truths behind something. But I just feel like at this point, it's something new that's going to be brought into this appointment. It's like a test of something new, that's going to help this person move forward with it. So I feel like this outcome is going to be really well. And it could be something new that is for the first time that they're going to be bringing forward to this person. It's like a test run of something.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like this will also be new to that person as well. This is quite interesting. What you can't see is just them saying that my famous lines is do not fear, let go, and let God. So I'm going to say this. So thank you.
Perfect.
We are all done from heaven on earth side. How is energy healing with Steve's side? Good.
It's good. I know there is another question. There's quite a few questions actually, but let's just see what we can. I've got one. I know I'm gonna miss a few here, people, so just bear with me. Hi both, this is Fatty. May I know what the cards say about my August travels? So Fatty.
Fatty, what's the Fatty?
Yeah, Fadi.
Oh, that is so Middle Eastern. Hello, Fatty. My very good friend is Fatty. And he's talking about August travels?
Yes. What do the cards say about the August travels?
Okay.
Do you want to go first, or did you get your cards? Yeah.
No, I was just adding on something here on the line here.
Okay.
Not yet. So okay. August travels?
Yep.
Well, I don't feel it's traveling for the love of his life. So I feel like it's to do with some kind of family or maybe some kind of business trip. But it's not per se. Interesting. Okay, Fatty. So his question is, once again, just so I read it properly, is my apologies.
It scrolled away from me here. May I know what the card? Oh, yeah. May I know what the cards say about my August travels?
Okay, why do I feel like there's a little bit of worry with him? Like he's creating this anxiety inside, going, ah!
Yeah.
Okay, this is something. Can I just ask? I don't feel this is to do with the work. Can I just ask, is this to do with family of some sort or friends or something like that?
I think it has to. I got the Queen of Cups. I feel like it's the mom. I feel like it's the mother, maybe.
Yeah.
Fatty, can you confirm that? Is this, are you going to visit your family? Are you going to visit your mom?
Because I feel like he's holding back something. It's something close to him, love, but I feel like he's very saddened by something. It's almost like he doesn't really want to. And he's creating this kind of off balance of something. You know what I'm seeing here? Is it because he has to go? then rather he wants to go? Because I'm feeling something just a little bit off here.
It's a family event, a wedding.
Okay. So can I just ask, because I'm feeling like he's questioning to go. He wants to go, but there's something still yet kind of, and it could be maybe is like, is he questioning the fact of, do I need to spend all those expenses to go? Something in that range? Because I feel like something to do with the financial part of at this.
Uh, yeah, it's more so. I know what country it is, but the area may erupt in a war. Okay.
Okay. Makes
So
sense.
there's the worry. Okay. So those are my next two cards, Fatty. I've got the devil. Okay. And I've got the two of swords. So to me, indicating, yes, there is some dark forces at play. We know this, what's going on in the Middle East right now. And also the two of swords. So the two of swords, really, you can see that, you're blinded. You don't know which direction to go in. You can't make up your mind at this point. And you got the two of swords as well. Interesting. And I will say the next card that came up is there's going to be some news coming your way, El Rapido. Okay, so very quickly, you're going to find out some news, I think, maybe about those. Oh, get out of town. About your August travels. So there's a possibility that your plans could change depending on the news that you find out. Yeah. What do you got there?
I feel like I'm in the same I'm in sync with what you're feeling and what you're seeing and what you're delivering. I feel like there is, when I look at mine, it's almost like this uncertainty, number one, to go, not to go. But he feels like he has to make that choice, that he needs to go. There is also something to do with the financial parts as well. It's like, is this the right time? Do we want to spend the money at this right time? But I feel like because there is love that waits, the star, it's almost like he needs to go, but he's not in the direction to go. And yet he's supposed to be moving forward, but yet he's in the opposite. So something I feel like is going to interfere in this decision making of him traveling. And there could be a shift in there.
Yeah. I hope you bought a ticket that you can cancel and rebook.
Yeah, just in case it has to be, even one day can make a change from this card, this reading. So yeah, probably I would say get insurance just in case he has to make a change in that 1 week. 1 week can make a difference. But I feel right now he's holding back in wanting to go.
Yeah, and I can tell you right now that my solar plexus chakra it's vibrating, it's tingling in nervousness.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's a lot of nervousness right now, Fatty, going on with you, which is, it's to be expected, 100%. And the cards are reflecting this. They're not really talking about your travels there. They're talking about you leaving here and going there. Okay, so there's something going on. He hasn't bought anything. He will wait. So
I think it's very perfect, and it's a good idea when he does purchase that ticket. It's almost like have the insurance just in case he has to make a change on that ticket. The thing is, at this moment, but I had to read it because of the choices that's kind of ping ponging back in his mind of to be, to not be, to go, not to go. I'm not seeing it at this moment as concrete to go, but there is going to be. There will be a travel, but it's not going to be. I don't think there's going to be a change in that shift. That time.
I just it keeps hitting me, and I feel like he's scared.
Yeah.
I don't know, Fatty. Can you confirm that? Are you scared to go? Because if you're scared to go, that might be, that might be your decision right there.
Yeah.
I'll just wait for him to respond. Yeah, so I think those are the questions we'll take for worried, but I have to go.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Fingers crossed for you.
Well, you know
Okay.
what? Prayers for the travels to go safe and that the family comes in and all comes together. So we pray that this whole shift, that change will be in alignment for you to travel and be with your family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Fatty. Thank you. Okay, so I think we're done from live. It's 9:10 now. So you want to thank everybody tonight? Because usually I'm always talking.
Yeah, sure. So, thanks everyone for joining the live tonight. I know that I couldn't get to all the questions on my side, whether it be on YouTube or Instagram. So come back again next week. We do this every week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And join early so you can get your question out there. We love doing this for everybody. Yeah, so thanks for asking. Rose, you want to maybe close up?
Thank you. Thank you once again from the both of us. We are just as excited to be on the panel as excited you guys to be on the panel as well, receiving readings. So thank you for joining us, for your love, your support, and we will see you next week. So if anyone's looking to book, there's at Energy Healing with Steve at Heaven on Earth Healing Center. So thank you very much. Much love to you all. Have a beautiful night.
Take
Thank
care,
you.
everybody. Bye.
Good night. Thank you. Bye-bye.